Hello.
Hello.
We are coming to you live from Las Vegas. Today was the first day of the Travelers Conference, and it was absolutely amazing. But what it did was force me to have to just bite the bullet and make this video because I keep getting questions all the time from fellow travelers about traveling in an RV with kids. Like, how do you make that happen? How do you travel around the country for work 13 weeks at a time at your assignments and bring 3 kids with you and a dog? It's a really hot topic, and it was something that was touched on today that nobody was really able to answer. And I feel like we have this wonderful opportunity to fill in this gap. So that's exactly what we're going to take the time to do right now. So you're welcome. Joining me
Hello.
is the husband. He takes care of all the RV stuff because while I'm traveling around at these assignments and interviewing with hospitals and doing all the work hustle, he handles the RV hustle.
Yeah, all the bumping around that we do is we're bringing the trailer through an earthquake, or well, this time it was 2,500 miles of earthquake. So a lot of bumping, a lot of loosening, a lot of things that need to be retightened, and I'm having to go through and find all those things. And when we get here, the place is dirty from 2,500 miles of different states and different parks being brought into the trailer. So today I spent the whole day cleaning, top to bottom.
So while, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And so while she was at the conference, I was here handling business.
Yeah.
Cleaning.
So one of the things that was touched on the Travelers Conference, sorry, I'm on the bed and I'm trying to get comfortable without hurting my toes. One of the things that was touched on is traveler burnout. Okay, it's really hard to pack up your stuff every 13 weeks and move to a new location. And while it's so much fun to have the excitement of seeing new things and experiencing new things, it can also be really cumbersome to pack up all your things. Like, you just unpacked everything, now you gotta pack it all up and leave. And so one of the wonderful conveniences of traveling in an RV is your house comes with you. And for us, because we have small children, if you've watched any of our episodes so far, we've got 2 little ones. One of them is still on the boob, and I've got a preteen. Those are a lot of personalities that we have to cater to, and they are going through these transitions with us. And what really helps them, and helps me too, because I kind of want my own security blanket, is that we have the same bed that we're going to sleep in every night. The kids have the same smells. The dog has the same smells because she's adjusting to new things as well. So it's very helpful to be able to have the sense of familiarity when we're changing locations so often.
Yeah, so no matter where we go, at night, they're going to their pillow, their blanket, their bed, their room. The 3 of them, they share a room, and 4 of them share that side of the house. So they all get to go where they're used to going, and it's not like we're in somebody else's house and in someone else's bed that they're trying to get comfortable in. We bring their comfort with them no matter where we go. So it makes it easier to move from city to city and state to state because we're home no matter where we go.
Right. Now, to touch on what he said, they're all in their room. When you're moving around with children and you're in an RV, you have to decide what works for your family, what works for you. For us, we needed a travel trailer that had a door. There are travel trailers that have bunk houses for kids and you close it with a curtain. That's not gonna work for me. I need a door. I need to say, see ya, suckers. I will talk to you later. There's just no price tag I could put on having a door.
Especially with a 2-year-old, the door barely holds him. The curtain, he's just going to tear that down and make it his. So,
yeah. The other thing you have to consider when you're traveling with an RV is the vehicle that you're going to be either towing behind your RV or using to tow your RV. For us, we have car seats. I couldn't get a truck that I need to have, a bed of the truck to put a fifth wheel in. I needed something that I could tow behind my vehicle. And I needed something like an SUV that could fit car seats in, the dog in, so she's not outside, and something that I can still use as my everyday vehicle because I still have to get back and forth to work. And so that led us to get a really big, awesome Ford Excursion. Oh, love her. And we'll talk about how we landed on our Ford Excursion and our travel trailer named Little Miss Muffin and Mr. Muffin in another episode. But those are things you just really want to consider. The kids' education. We homeschool our kids. So their education, their classroom is the entire country. And you really want to be familiar with the homeschool laws in your state where your tax home is. Ours is Texas. Texas is like really, really lenient and super awesome when it comes to homeschool laws. So it worked out for us that we can basically create our curriculum and not feel tied down to this, you have to do it this way and you have to do this many hours and you have to do this much of this subject. We just cover the basics and we really let our journey dictate their education and our life and adventures.
So Texas only requires 5 subjects to have to be touched on, which is math, reading, grammar,
spelling, good citizenship. And these 3 are like language arts.
Yeah, they're all, so really it's all 1 and so 3 in 1 subject.
So it's like 3 subjects. And this good citizenship is like history, government, Bible. So we like kind of put all that. And math. You can't get away from math. You can't get away from math. Math is math. Numbers are the only universal language. Money.
So with good citizenship, we do Bible study, and as we're going to the different national parks, history, or government, depending on which park we go to and where we're at.
This dude was able to get us a national park pass where we can get into all the national parks for how much?
Free.
Free $99. That's
for
my
life.
Favorite price for life. Free for life.
So
I'm sorry, I got hot and bothered over it. I love free. It's so good.
Another benefit of being a veteran, there's different perks that you have to look into and find, and nobody's going to tell you about them. You have to ask. Yes.
And that just goes along with traveling. There's a lot of research when it comes to getting your own housing, allocating to a new location. When we were in North Carolina for my last assignment, it was really heavy on Civil War stuff. So there was a lot of Civil War instruction in our education and our curriculum for the last assignment. Now we're over here in the desert. Gonna be a lot of geology going on, meteor crater, petrified forests. We don't have to say, well, I'm sorry, we have to learn all about the Pythagorean theorem today.
Go as we go and do what we feel like doing, basically. And it's really nice to not have to be constrained to a set pattern or set of rules for the state.
So just to sum up, when you're traveling with kids, homeschooling is going to be your best friend. Now, don't always feel like you have to make the curriculum. If you don't have the time to sit down and homeschool your kids, there are plenty of online sources that you can sit them in front of a computer and still have them with you and traveling with you, where you don't feel like you have the added responsibility of their entire education. There are plenty of online curriculums and resources to still get their education done. What you do need is a good internet access.
Which these sites now have AT&T and Verizon.
They have the jetpacks.
And jetpacks and boosters, or there's a bunch of different things that you can choose from. And there's research out there that's already been done that people keep up with, and just got to find it.
And give yourself grace. at the end of the day, no matter what, know that you're moving from place to place to place. When you're working in the medical field and you're going from one hospital to another clinical setting, new doctors, new patients, new staff, new protocols, new policies, new procedures, there's already enough new going on. So give yourself grace when it comes to the responsibility of educating your children, acclimating to a new area, fixing up your RV in like 2 seconds to make it seem like home. Because like Scott said earlier, when we got here, I ran off to TravCon, which was like the easy part, and he stayed here with the kids and had to clean everything up. You see my beautiful essential oils back there? They weren't there before. No, because we were driving across the country. Do you know what would have happened to my beautiful essential oils had I left them up there? They would still not be up there. They would have fallen down. So you have to, still, pack things up and move things that are going to fall and then reset things up. So it doesn't go away, but your familiarity does remain. And that's a huge benefit for us and for our family and our lifestyle and how we make this whole road trip and whole adventure thing work. So thanks for tuning in. I hope it was super helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them. You know how to contact me. And in another episode that hopefully we'll get to soon, we're so tired, we will let you know how we came to pick our particular tow vehicle, how we came to pick our trailer, and some things that you should consider when doing the same. So, all right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.